Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well and staying happy and healthy. Today's video, I'm doing My Immortal, translating and singing it into Korean. Woo! So if you guys haven't seen my last videos, you can check it out in the playlist. I just did Bring Me to Life, and then even before that I did Even to Death. So to be honest, I wasn't super excited to do My Immortal. I like the song a lot, but it's not really one of my favorite songs by Evanescence. But actually, while I was doing it and translating it, I realized just how, I guess, beautiful the lyrics really are. And it turns out that it was actually much easier to translate compared to Bring Me to Life and Even to Death. So this time, instead of writing it down, I actually wrote everything already on my phone. I'll explain to you guys how I translated it, and then I'm gonna be trying to sing it. So let's get started. I'm so tired. I need to get my mic. Oh. I'm so tired of being here. This actually was one of the harder lines to translate, the first line. I didn't really know how to translate the lyric and also fit it in the allotted time frame that she says this line. So I just kind of changed the entire lyric altogether. I just wrote 너무 지긋지긋해. So according to Papago, it means wearisome. So I was just like, you know, I'm so weary. I'm so just over it. I think it, you know, captures the spirit of the line. Suppressed by all my childish fears. This one I actually left pretty literal. 유치한, I have trouble saying this word. 두려움에 노려. So literally, my childish fears, but my childish fears suppressed. Literally, I kept it like, and it fit in the, I guess, bar. And if you have to leave, I wish that you would just leave. Here, I also kept it pretty literal. 떠나야 한다면 떠났으면 좋겠어. I shortened it a little bit, but it has the same literal meaning of if you have to leave, I hope that you just leave. I hope that you leave soon. Cause your presence still lingers here. This one, I tried to find the word for presence in Korean, and I didn't really sort of like the translation of it. It was kind of a little, I didn't feel like it was very, I guess, I didn't feel like it was very representative of the English word for someone's presence. And the same thing for linger. The word that I found for linger, I believe it was 마무리다 or 머무르다, something like that. I didn't feel like it really was what I was looking for. So I just changed it entirely into, it still kind of feels like you're here. I still feel like you're here. So 너 있는 느낌이니까, because your presence still lingers here. So I changed that lyric. And it won't leave me alone. 나 혼자 남겨 안 둬. I like this lyric kind of the most actually, because Taemin uses he uses part of this word in one of his lyrics, and that's actually why I knew this word, 남겨. Again, this translation, like leave me alone, I'm sure the translation I found would have worked, but I kind of wanted to just change it a bit. 나 혼자 남겨 안 둬. I don't think I put the an in the correct place actually, but it fit. It fit, I guess, the bar better. So I put it between 남겨 and duo. And I'm also sure it's not duo. It probably is just duo. But I also did that to fit the line better, to fit the song better. If it's really wrong, please feel free to correct me on that line. I'm pretty sure it's wrong, but I just made the sacrifice grammatically so it can fit into the bar. So then we get to the verse. These wounds won't seem to heal. I also tried to make this literal, but the literal was too long to fit. So I changed it until 상처를 아직 보이는데. So I can still see the wounds. So I guess it means sort of the same thing, like they won't heal, I can still see them. It's the same thing. This pain is just too real. 고통 너무 느끼고. Also a little different. Too real, I wasn't too sure about the translation for it, so I just changed the entire sentence to just mean I am feeling too much of the pain too. I can still see the wounds, and I'm also feeling too much of the pain. And then there's just too much that time cannot erase. Actually, that's a pretty long line, but when I translated it, it actually turns out to be pretty short, much like a lot of the other lines. This is actually, this is a general theme with this song entirely. I don't know, like, I just translated it to 시간은 모든 걸 못 지우잖아. I didn't really want to write it like this originally, but I feel like I had to shorten it a lot, and also I still wanted to encapsulate the meaning of time you know time can't erase everything. So again, if you have an idea for what phrase would work better here, please let me know. But this one, 시간은 모든 것, wait, there's just too much that time cannot erase. It fits. And then the next one, when you'd cry, I'd wipe away all of your tears. So I changed up my style over at this part, over at the chorus part. At first, I was gonna write it literally. When you'd cry, I'd wipe away all of your tears. I was just gonna keep it literally like that. But then I remembered in Taemin's songs, I'm sure this is like Koreans do this in general, but sort of a different way of imagining the sentence. Rather than just plainly saying when you'd cry, I'd wipe away all of your tears, I changed it to the tears that when you'd cry, I'd wipe away. So the focus is about really the tears, and everything else is sort of modifying those tears, if that makes any sense. I've noticed it's quite like common in Korean songs. Like this way of sentence structure is very, very common in Korean songs. When you look at the translation of it, it's really poetic actually, but so I just wanted to use that in here, and it turns out it actually fit really well. So when you'd cry, I'd wipe away all of your tears. 넌 울었을 때 내가 닦았던 눈물. So the tears I'd wipe away when you'd cry. When you'd scream, I'd fight away all of your fears. So again here, I changed it. Not literal translation, but the same sort of vibe. The fears that I'd get rid of when you couldn't fight them. And somehow it fit. 너 못 살 때 내가 없앴던 두려움. Fits kind of well. Pronunciation garbage, but it fits kind of well. Next part, and I held your hand through all of these years. 시간이 지나가더니 손을 잡잖아. 시간이 지나가더니 손 잡잖아. But you still have all of me. 그래도 너와 all of me. For the last two lines, it was a little literal, but a little different. So rather than through all of these years, I held your hand, I kind of just said, even though this time has gone by, I held your hand, but you still have all of me. Even so, with you, all of me. I think it's a little weird, but I think it sounds nice, and I think it sounds pretty poetic. I also wanted to keep a little bit of the English because I think it really sort of, I don't know, gives like a nice hook, like, no, all of me. I don't know, I think I like it. So, and then I skipped the second verse, which I usually do, and I'm just gonna go straight to the bridge. I've tried so hard to tell myself that you're gone. So this one, I didn't keep literal. I tried to, again, make it a little poetic. Not that it's not already poetic, but I just have to I just took the liberty of changing it around to fit the line in Korean and to also make it sound good. So I changed it to, you've left those words I can't accept, I can't acknowledge that. So, 너 떠났어 그만 나 인정할 수 없어. But though you're still with me. Pretty literal. 아직도 나와 너 있지만. So literally, still, even though you're still with me, basically, even though with me you are, I've been alone all along. So I also, this one, pretty literal. I kept it pretty literal. All this time I've just been alone. That's it. That's all it says at the end. And again, like, I'm surprised. As I said, my pronunciation isn't the best, and if I were a better singer, I guess, all around everything, this would sound much better. But I'm really surprised at how well everything fit in, like, sort of the bars. as far as the the original lyrics and the original sound goes. So now it's the important part. I'm gonna try to sing the song, and yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. All right, I'm giving you a wire. 너무 지긋지긋해 유치한 두려움에 눌려 떠나야 한다면 너 떠났으면 좋겠어 너의 느낌이니까 너 혼자 남겨안도 상처도 아직 보는데 고통 너무 느끼고 시간은 모든 콩을 지우잖아 넌 울었을 때 내가 닦았던 눈물 너무 살 때 내가 없앴던 두려움 시간이 지나가더니 손 잡잖아 그래도 너와 all me Oh, I'm sweating. Oh, this light is hot. By your resonating light, now I'm bound by the life you left behind. Your face it haunts my once pleasant dreams. Your voice it chased away all the sanity in me. These words won't seem to heal. This pain is just too real. There's just too much that time cannot erase. 넌 울었을 때 내가 닦았던 눈물 나 못 살 때 내가 없앴던 두려움 시간이 지나가도 눈썹 잡잖아 그래도 넌 떠나서 그 말은 너의 잊을 수 없어 아직도 나와 너 있지만 나 죽고 혼자뿐이야 나 울었을 때 내가 닦았던 눈물 나 못 살 때 내가 없앴던 두려움 아직 아니지 나가더니 손 잡잖아 그래도 너와 hold me Wow, that turned out like, I don't want to brag because I know it wasn't very good, but I think that turned out so good compared to, well, I think the Even and Death one was okay. I think the Even Death one was pretty good. Bring Me to Life was okay, but this My Immortal one, like I think I went off on this one. I think I think the lines fit the bars pretty well. I think there wasn't as many mistakes as I usually make on the final song part. If I practiced a little more, I think it would have been basically perfect. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really happy about how this came out. Please let me know if you have any more recommendations for Evanescence songs you want me to do. I'll probably do them regardless, but you know, it'd be nice to have some, you know, suggestions given to me, some suggestions falling my way. If you are studying Korean, or if you know Korean, whatever, please feel free to give me feedback on how I did. Any changes you would have made, preferably ones that would have still fit the bars, so it still makes sense in the context of the song, or ways that I could have changed it a little bit, or just mistakes, grammar mistakes I could have made anywhere along the way. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed it, I'm glad. You can give me a thumbs up, you can subscribe. I think this will definitely be a regular thing on my channel. As I said before, check out my previous videos in the playlist, Bring Me to Life and Even in Death. And yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, your week, whatever, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye. Oh, I wasn't gonna say next week, but I guess I'm committing to posting another video like this next week. So anyway, bye bye everyone. Have a good day.